Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am Matt. This is the lovely V, who I'm a little bit mad at right now.
Why?
Because you let us sleep in late. And we were supposed to do this earlier, and now we're half asleep trying to get this video done. Today we have an interesting one for you. Also, I did want to mention our weekly weigh-in that we're doing. That's going to happen tomorrow, Thursday. We're going to try to do that always on Thursdays. We decided we'd do it on an off day, a day we're not uploading other videos, so look out for that tomorrow. Now, social media has become a huge part of all of our lives, right? I mean, most of us are connected to at least one social media platform that we check regularly. And there's a lot of mistakes made on social media.
Yeah, social media has almost become cancerous. And I actually got this idea for a video just scrolling through my Facebook feed. And I was just like, God, there's so much stuff that people should not be posting. I don't care.
Yeah. Now, we're going to list off 10 things that we think people shouldn't post about on social media. Also, we've been guilty of this ourselves on a few of these. So
Yeah.
we're not telling you you're an awful person, but we just think it's things that would make social media a happier place if people didn't post about these things. So we're going to go 1 through 10. We're going to just stagger. You want me to go first?
Sure.
My number 1 is kind of a no-brainer. You probably expected it. Politics and religion. I'm lumping those together as one. Nobody's mind was ever changed on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times people, we all live in our own bubble, and sometimes we expect everyone to think the exact same way as we do. And we expect them to, if you're a Catholic, you expect them to think the way a Catholic does, or to believe the things a Catholic does, or, an atheist or whatever. It's just never a good idea.
Well, same with politics. I mean, I've never seen more people become so disconnected and divided since this election, and people just keep posting stuff about it, and it's just exhausting.
It's polarizing.
You're not going to change anybody's mind.
And I try hard not to. I mean, there's been a few times when I've posted about it, and I try hard not to, but a lot of us use Facebook kind of just as a rant platform to get something off of our chest. But then a lot of times it just makes it even worse, because then you got people chiming in that disagree with you, and it just turns it into a big stressful fight that you didn't need. It's a polarizing time in our society. It's probably not getting any better, at least for a while. So it's best to just try to keep politics and religion off of Facebook. I mean, I like to make jokes about the stuff, and even then,
I'll do funny things, like funny memes or something like that.
Yeah, but people are so sensitive right now that you can't even do that.
I have a booger right here.
Well, thanks for telling me that before we started this
video. It's on
video.
your face.
Thanks a lot. That's what happens when you wake me up late. Okay, we're going to move on. That's one we could rant on for a while.
Number two, vague booking. What this means is somebody posts a status and it's very vague and they're looking for sympathy. They'll say something like, oh, I've had such a bad day today. And all they want is for somebody to be like, well, what happened? What'd you do? What's going on? I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, and they think that people don't realize that. And like they're clearly looking for some sort of sympathy or validation on something like, oh, I had the worst day today. Like if you had a worst day today, then in your post, just fucking say what your day was.
Yeah.
Don't, because you're just waiting for someone to be like, oh, what happened? And like, it's an unnecessary step. You're just looking for sympathy. Go get it from your freaking dog.
The other thing about vague booking is posting something that's directed towards somebody, but you don't say who it's directed towards. And
passive aggressive.
Yes, and it leaves everybody wondering, oh, is that post about me? Oh, what did I do wrong?
Some sort of dramatic thing. So number 3, and I guess this kind of is attached to what she said, kind of not, is your relationship. Yes, even us, well, her. We'll sometimes post, like when it's our anniversary or, something special, she might post something sweet. Or like if we're on a trip, she'll post pictures and be like, oh, this is so great. But too many people are always commenting on their relationship. Like when they get in a fight, they go straight to social media. Like that's the most unhealthy thing you could do. And then you're looking for people to validate your feeling on something. Like there's probably more to the story, and you're just looking for some people to feel sorry for you and to validate how you feel.
And then on the other spectrum of that is people who post about how wonderful their relationship is every day. And my husband is, I'm just so lucky to have this hubster, blah, blah, blah.
Hubster. And yeah, it all it does is make other people feel bad that are gullible. They don't realize that, oh, these people are full of shit. They just think, oh my God, why is their relationship so great and mine's so awful? It's kind of like the same as like with TV or, things like that, YouTube vloggers that are fake. Like you see that and then people think something must be wrong with me. 99% of those people posting on Facebook that just talk about how their relationship's so perfect, it's not.
Yeah, just remember that people usually, yes, you said people complain about their relationship, but I think more so people try and give you the better part of their life on social media.
Yeah, that's true. But if they're going through a breakup, then like they just, sometimes it's like a war for public opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they want everyone to be on their side or something like that.
Social media is not a place for dirty laundry.
Okay.
Number 4, dumb quizzes. I don't care what quiz says you're going to be what kind of potato chip you're going to be, what hairstyle you should be, where you should live at. I'm sick of the fucking quizzes. Most of them are like in their 20s and 30s. Nobody cares what your quiz says. Oh, if I were a color, I'd be purple. Because blah, blah, blah.
Number 5, anything vegan. Now, before you vegans take your claws out, okay, I agree with a lot of your ideas, and I'm with your ideology, totally understand it, okay? The problem is that you have militant vegans, and you have them on Facebook and you have them on YouTube. And what they do is they turn people off of your cause. For example, I'll see a post, I shit you not, you'll see a post and it'll say, it'll be from a vegan, they'll say, look down at your feet right now. If you're wearing leather, you're a fucking murderer and you deserve to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they're very extreme.
It's very militant. Like, if you want people to understand your side and you want them to learn and possibly convert to veganism, that's not the way to do it. But there's so many militant vegans out there, including a lot of militant vegan YouTube channels that think like the bullying and the shaming is how you get people to convert. And really, it's just a turnoff and it's really bad for your cause. So again, I'm not dogging on veganism at all, okay? I hope you guys understand that. It's the way a lot of vegans try to teach people veganism.
Via social media.
It doesn't work. There's education is really the key with something like that.
The next one is inspirational quotes and song lyrics. And the reason being is that people post this stuff all the time. Like once in a while, if you're feeling kind of inspired and you have a quote that goes along with it, that's cool. But to post inspirational quotes and song lyrics all the time,
24/7,
24/7, it's just obnoxious.
And sometimes I think people will post some and they don't even understand fully what I've seen people post like quotes before, and I'm like reading it and then looking at what they're saying about it and think, I don't even think they understand what this quote means.
Or when they're just posting quotes all day long, and then you can tell that they're not out doing anything other than just being on Facebook posting inspirational quotes.
Next one, I think we're on number 7. Selfies every goddamn day. All right. Now we've all been guilty of, doing a selfie here and there, but every day, every single day, it comes to a point, and she's even been guilty of this, where they're just posting these selfies because they want, again, validation. They want somebody to say, wow, you look really pretty today. Whether it be one of their, guy friends or girlfriends, they want people to say, you look great. You're so hot. You're such a babe, blah, blah, blah. They want to, because it makes them feel better about themselves. And so that's what I see. When I see people posting lots of selfies, every time I see it, I think, that girl has low self-esteem today. She's posting a selfie.
Word.
You used to be way worse at that.
When I was single.
Even if you're single, don't do it. It's a turnoff to me. I think most guys with half a brain, which is probably only 50% of men, I think that they see that and they're like, this girl's a little desperate, or this girl doesn't have confidence. Like, have confidence and be intelligent. That's what turns me on.
Preach, bruh. Number 8 is any drama. And that kind of ties in with Matt's whatever number that was.
It ties in with your relationships, politics, but just any drama that you have with people.
Yes. Any drama with people. Keep it off Facebook. Any drama you have with your family. Don't complain about your job. Any drama. No. What is it good for?
Well,
absolutely
but
nothing.
I will be clear. It's sometimes enjoyable to watch.
Oh yeah, it's always enjoyable to watch.
Like if you see just like this shitstorm post on Facebook and you know, oh well, you know, it's gonna get cray.
I'm gonna creep on this.
It's gonna get cray. You're like, I'm gonna keep looking at this thread because it's gonna be pretty entertaining. But at the same time, is it good to do that? Probably not. If you have problems with somebody or you're going through something, private message them or talk to them face to face on the phone. Honestly, talking on the phone or talking face to face is way better for getting
smashing. Were you gonna say
what's
smash?
the word I'm looking for? Like for
squashing that beef.
Squashing beef. Than even like typing or anything. A lot gets lost in translation when you're just texting or something. So talk to somebody if you have drama and just squash it.
Squash it. Blast it. The next one is pictures of your food. Okay, I get it if you have like this really awesome meal that you just cooked or you went out to this nice dinner and you're having lobster and filet mignon or something, but every day.
We don't care about your freaking hamburger helper. Like, that's great. I like hamburger helper too.
We don't care about your can of beefaronis.
Don't get me wrong. That shit's tasty, but I don't need to blast it to everyone. But, I mean, you do have some cool, like, foodies that, like, will, like, you know, they post a lot, but, like, they're foodies. Like, everything they eat is gourmet. They go out to a lot of different cool restaurants and stuff. That's kosher and whatever, but, like,
keep your mac and cheese to yourself.
It gets a little boring sometimes. It gets a little old and boring. Next up. People checking in at places where you just know they're just doing it because they want you to know about it, right? They always check in at the gym. Okay, we get it. You lift, bro. And she does this sometimes and it drives me nuts. I've always hated the idea of checking in because it seems like it's just like a brag. Like, what's the point? I don't care if somebody is out at freaking Buffalo Wild Wings with so-and-so and so-and-so. I could give two shits, right? Do you care? Why does anyone care where they're at? Checking in is stupid.
I'm guilty of this, so I have no comment.
It's just like, does anyone out there really care? Unless it's something crazy. Unless you're like, oh, I'm checking in from, I'm taking a dump in the White House right now. That's cool. I would check in for that. You know, if you're just
I'm checking into the grocery store.
Grocery store, the gym, the bank.
The bank.
You're wasting space on my feed. Okay, so I believe that's 10. We are going to add one honorable mention, and it kind of goes with the politics thing, but that is fake news. And it goes both ways, okay? There's liberal fake news, there's conservative fake news, there's moderate fake news. This isn't bashing, like, it's all over the place, right? There's misinformation everywhere. If you are going to repost something, like, do a little research on it first. A lot of times people will just see a headline, they don't even read the article, and they just repost it. And a lot of times that headline is kind of clickbaity, just like YouTube videos are, or just like anything. Like, at least read the article. It's something that always, like, will lead people into wanting to click it, but it's never as big of a deal as the headline says. So before you go, sometimes it's fake news, sometimes it's just exaggerated news. Before you go reposting that and making more people stupid, well, that's really what it is, because it's just we have such problems with that. Every day I look at my feed and I see something on my feed that's not true.
I know, or they'll post like an article or a news article and it's not from a reliable site. It'll be like...
A lot of them are fake sites out there. There's a lot of sites out there that were built just to get traffic. So they come up with fake news sources. They have, Google ads on there. And so they are built just for that. It's all clickbait, basically. So if you come upon something crazy like that, at least research it.
Yes.
It drives me nuts. That probably should have been my number one. But okay, I think that's it, guys. If you think we missed anything, please leave it down in the comments below. Again, if we offended you or if you are somebody that does do these things, we've been guilty of some of these things as well. We're not like looking down on you.
We're not like preaching.
These are just some things that we think would make social media great again.
Yeah.
Let us know if you agree, disagree, or what you think down in the comments.
If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We put out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
That about wraps it up. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Here come the guns. Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're getting bigger. Guns roll!